Calling the Ozark Amateur Radio Society net. Calling the Ozark Amateur Radio Society net. This is W0ZAC, Whiskey 0 Zulu Alpha Charlie, net control for tonight's net. My name is Zach, Zulu Alpha Charlie Hotel, and I'm located in Mount Vernon. This net meets every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. on the W0 OAR repeater at a frequency of 146.97 with a negative offset and PL tone of 162.2 Hertz. This is an informal directed net, but it can be interrupted at any time if there is emergency traffic. If there is any emergency or priority traffic, please call now. Okay, nothing heard, and with that we'll move on to a few announcements of interest to amateur radio. The OARS Club meetings are now taking place on the second Saturday of each month and are held at the Happy House restaurant in Monette. We'll meet for dinner and fellowship at 6 p.m., and the club meeting will begin promptly at 7 p.m. Everyone pays for their own meal, and the Happy House has extended a 10% discount to club members during this event. Of course, you don't have to join the dinner to attend the meeting at 7. The annual OARS Club picnic will be held on Saturday, August 13th at 5 p.m. at Crosby Park in Aurora, and that's behind Sonic. Bob will be there around 3 p.m., so if anyone would like to help him set up or just keep him company, I'm sure he would appreciate it. You do need to bring your own table service. Repeat, bring your own table service. Eating utensils, bring a set with you. This is a potluck function, so bring a side dish. Our monthly meeting will be held at the picnic after we eat. On September 2nd and 3rd, the OARS Club will be setting up a special event station at the Billings Fair. We're still in need of operators for this event. Contact Bob, KA0RM, to sign up. And I believe at last count we needed operators on the evening of the 2nd. That's a Friday night, and I believe the time range is between 5 p.m. and 9. There's a couple operators in there, but I think we could use some more. Starting again in September, the Ozark Amateur Radio Society will meet on the second Saturday of the month, and I already read that announcement, so I'm going to skip that and make one final mention that this net is now being streamed on the 5-9 Radio YouTube channel. So if you want to see how you sound on the air, or if you missed part of the net, go to 59radio.com for details and to find a link to the YouTube channel. Are there any other announcements of interest to amateur radio? Okay, nothing heard. I will now be taking check-ins. When you check in, please space your calls, give your call sign phonetically and the regular way, along with your first name and location. Check-ins will be acknowledged, and then comments or announcements will be invited from each station. I'll begin with short-time, low-power, or mobile stations. Please call now, W0ZAC.
A0SQS, Kilo 0, Sierra, Quebec, Sierra, Harold, Monette, short time.
Alrighty, K0SQS, Harold, come on in there.
W0ZAC in the net, K0SQS. Hey, glad to hear the net tonight. Finally remembered to check in, but I got to run to eat dinner, so best regards to everybody. K0SQS. It was hot in Monette today.
All right, Harold, yeah, thanks for stopping in and that short time check-in. Hope you have a wonderful dinner, and ditto, yes, it was hot everywhere today. With that, we'll ask for more check-ins. Any other short time, low power, or mobile stations, please call now.
W0JDW, Whiskey 0, Juliet Delta Whiskey, Dan and Brookline.
AE0OC, mobile.
KTM, Kevin in East Springfield.
Juliet Delta Whiskey, AE0OC, and the third station, I couldn't pick it up. I heard you're in Springfield. Would you please repeat your call?
November 0, Kilo Tango Mike.
November 0, Kilo Tango Mike. Copy. All right, we'll jump up to the top of the list there and start with Dan. Whiskey 0, Juliet Delta Whiskey. How are you, Dan?
Doing well. How are you doing tonight, Zach?
Just fine as a frog's hair. Thanks for asking. The air conditioner back here at my shack didn't get turned on today, so it's pretty balmy here on the radio.
I imagine so. As you said, it's balmy everywhere. Although I'm only showing 92 degrees at the moment, so it's not horrible.
Yeah, count your blessings, I suppose. It could always be hotter.
Yes, sir. I don't really have any other news for the net, so I'll turn it back to you.
Alrighty, well thanks for checking in, Dan. Always appreciate it. We'll sign off with Whiskey 0, Juliet Delta Whiskey, and move down the list to Alpha Echo 0, Oscar Charlie. Wes, come on in.
Hey, Zach, thanks for running the net tonight. I just ran out to the van real quick to get checked in, and I'm going to go back in and babysit the stream. It seemed to be doing okay when I came out here, though. You're sounding good, and the repeater seems to be working good so far, so hopefully it'll hang in there for us.
Yeah, I've been watching the stream here. It looks cool. You did a good excuse me. You do a good job putting that together, Wes.
Well, like I said last week, I owe it all to Steve. He walked me through setting everything up on it, so it's been a fun learning process, that's for sure. But like I said, appreciate you running the net, and I'll get back inside where it's air conditioned because it's kind of warm outside.
That is a fact. All right, Wes, well, thanks for checking in. We'll say 73 and move to November 0, Kilo Tango Mike. I believe your name is Kevin. Come on in.
Good evening to Zach and everybody else on the net. This is N0 KTM. Kevin in East Springfield. New to this net. I'm friends with Wes and the Smart Club, so I figured I'd try to get into this net here tonight and see how things were going. I just was able to get into this repeater last night after y'all did some work on it, so trying my luck here at hitting it from a homemade J-pole up in the attic. So trying to stay cool here, not too much else going on. I'll turn it back to you, W0ZAC from N0 KTM.
All righty. Well, Kevin, thanks for stopping in to join us tonight. Always welcome new members to the net. And I'll repeat that first comment. We're here every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Be wonderful to have you tune in next week. The J-pole's doing the trick. You're sounding good.
Very good. Yeah, it does a good job of getting into the Springfield repeaters here, and this is, I think, the farthest out that I've reached. Of course, I am running a little bit more power than I do here in Springfield. I'm running 25 watts. So anyway, I will let you get on with other check-ins. This is N0 KTM.
Alrighty, we'll say 73 to November 0 Kilo Tango Mike and ask if there are any additional check-ins for the OARSnet. Please call now, W0ZAC.
Kilo Echo 0, Mike, Alpha Delta, KE0M80.
Kilo Alpha 0, Romeo Mike, KE0M, Bob Aurora.
WB0QV, WB0 Oscar Queen Victor, Jim in Marionville.
Kilo Bravo 0, November Hotel X-Ray, KB0, NHX James in Clever.
Number 6, Charlie Yankee Bravo, if I didn't get in earlier.
All right, very good. We picked up 5 right there. We'll start at the top of the list with KE0MAE. Sean, how are you?
Oh, doing pretty good, Zach. Yep, I think you're going to be a little more busy today than the last time you did it. But anyway, yeah, it's hot. That's all I got to say. Same complaint as everybody else. I'm just glad we're moving forward on some repeater stuff, and hopefully this thing continues to work for us. Anyway, nothing more on this end, Zach. W0ZAC net control there. This is KE0M80.
Alrighty, Sean, well, thanks for checking in. Yeah, I think we're all tired of the heat, and I think we're especially all looking forward to the repeater upgrades that are soon to come. So thanks for checking in, and we'll move to Bob, KA0RM. How you doing, Bob?
0ZAC, KA0RM. You cut out there just for a little bit. Hopefully this thing don't shut down on me. Doing good. Well, looking out there in the shade, 100 degrees out there on the porch here a while ago in the shade. So we come home here. It's been hot today, that's for sure. I think Sean said he's seen up to 105, I think it was. A while ago I was out going towards Verona there about 3:30. It was 103 at that point. So it's been hot. It's been hot, that's for sure. I'm glad to hear a lot more on here. James, it don't sound like it. You got your work done yet over there. But anyway, we're kind of going forward on this thing and trying to get the bugs out of this thing where it'll be good. The 465 down, or 650 down, you know that. So we're having to start from scratch, I guess, on that again. You covered they covered up the fair thing up there. I do need some people for Friday evening there from about 3 to 5, possibly there. I'll be there the whole evening on Friday, but we do need some there to help with that. But I think that's about it, Zach. W0ZAC, KA0RM. Get in it.
Alrighty, Bob, thanks for checking in. To reiterate that point, that would be Friday, September 2nd from 3 to 5. We need some more hands on the Billings Fair. That rhymed, and I didn't do it on purpose. So if anybody wants to sign up to help Bob out that evening, I think you got me on the books for the late shift that night and Saturday night as well, correct, Bob?
Roger.
Very good. Well, if anybody wants to sign up and get a hold of Bob, KA0RM, that will probably prove to be a pretty fun day out there. With that, we'll move on down the list to WB0OQV Jim. Jim, how you doing?
Okay, doing fine, Zach. Just same as everybody. It's hot, but just sitting here trying to work some stations on 6 meters and just stay cool. So that's about it for here. Repeater sounds good, and Glad a lot of check-ins for the net. Back to you, W0ZAC, WB0QV.
All righty. Well, thanks for checking in, Jim. We're currently at 9 check-ins, 10 including myself. If we get one more, we'll have broken my record for most check-ins. How's 6 meters going? Any luck with those contacts?
Yeah, in fact, I'm working a Canadian now. I'm just mainly working grids, trying to get as many grids as possible. I think I'm up to about 280 or something like that, but a little bit come in. I've seen some guys working VKs, but I never heard any of them. Back to you, W0QV.
Alrighty, Jim. Well, thanks, and I hope the 6 meter action picks up for you there. And I hope you're inside staying cool. I'm sure that you are. Jim, thanks for checking in. And with that, we'll move on down the list to KB0NHX. James, how are you tonight?
Hey, good evening there, Zach. Everybody on the net, yeah. You know, I didn't even know you guys had this net on Tuesdays at 7. So I'll put that on my calendar and try to check in. I'm kind of hit or miss on a Skywarn net. So I don't, sometimes I check into it, sometimes I don't. Kind of depends on what's going on and who the net control is. Hi. So anyway, that's a long story I'll save for another day. Now, everybody sounding good. It does sound like every once in a while you're clipping a little bit, so I don't know what radio you're using, but if it has a mic gain or you're on the mic, you might back off a bit and see if it settles down a little bit. It's just on voice peaks, so that's the only thing I can say. Everybody's sounding good, so not heard any issues yet besides that. So looking forward to getting some of the other, getting to hopefully the new site there. I've been talking to people in Jeff City, trying to get them to quit dragging their feet on stuff, but it's hard to push people from behind. Back to you, KB0NHX.
All righty. Well, thanks for checking in, James. Appreciate having you here. And yeah, every Tuesday night at 7, you'd be a welcome addition to the net. I probably was getting a little close to the mic, so I'll make a conscious effort to back up just a bit here. And I think we all appreciate the work you've done helping us get this new repeater set up. And yes, it is hard pushing from behind, but we appreciate what you're doing. So hopefully that's done pretty quick, and we've got us a good setup going. Again, James, thanks for checking in tonight. Look forward to hearing from you again. And with that, we'll say 73 and move down the list to N6CYB. Dan, how are you this evening?
Was kind of wondering if I was even getting in, so I think I doubled with somebody earlier. Doing pretty good, waiting for some more nets that start at 7:45 and 8 o'clock and about 8:30, so it's going to be kind of busy on the radio. Mostly stayed inside after 8 o'clock this morning, but worked outside from 6 to 8, and that's about all that I could tolerate, so nothing else for the net in 6CYB.
Well, very good, Dan. Appreciate you checking in tonight. You make check-in number 9, so one more, and I will have beaten my record for most Tuesday night check-ins, at least on my net control. Again, thanks for checking in, Dan. We'll say 73, and we'll ask one more time, are there any additional check-ins for the OARS net? Please call now.
Zero Uniform Papa Yankees, KE0 UPY, Christopher in Mount Vernon.
All right, we got one more. KE0 UPY, Christopher. Thanks for checking in, buddy. You just broke my record for most check-ins. How are you doing tonight, Christopher?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I'm staying inside, staying cool. I actually been looking at a receiver on Facebook. My mom 40XA. I done a little bit of reading on it, found out it was a receiver only. I thought about looking for a transmitter to go along with it, but I'm kind of coming up at a dead end. I'm wondering if they didn't get into transmitters until later years after this radio came out.
Oh, very cool, very cool. I don't have the experience with those to help you much, but I wonder if someone else on the net may. How about it, James, Jim, Bob? Anybody got some info on that?
Jim, Bob?
Yeah, Jim or Bob, either or. Doesn't sound like we do, Christopher, but I'm sure if somebody does, they'll reach out to you. What else you got going on today?
Well, not much else than that. As I was saying, staying in the house, staying cool, and trying to keep all the animals cool. I got 5 dogs and a cat, so it gets a little bit interesting keeping everybody in and out and being able to keep them from getting too hot when they're outside during the day.
Yeah, it's hard to keep about anybody cool right now. Keeping the shade and lots of water. Well, Chris, thanks for checking in tonight. Have you got anything else for the net?
No, I believe that'd be all. I just wanted to check in, say hi, and well, I guess just be able to make the net tonight.
All righty. Well, I appreciate you checking in there with us, and hope you have a good rest of your week. I look forward to hearing from you next week. We'll make one more call for additional check-ins. Are there any additional check-ins for the OARS net? Please call now, W0ZAC.
Got a comment, Zach.
All right, Kilo Echo Zero, Mike Alpha Delta with a comment. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, to that guy that's in Jenkins trying to check in, check your PL tone. 162.2 hertz tone. I can hear you on reverse trying to check in. You're not breaking the squats on the repeater. So check your PL tone. 162.2 hertz. We do hear you down there in Jenkins. This is K0MAD in Aurora.
Received, and he'll get that correction made and get back to us. We'll give him just a minute to make that correction while we ask one more time if there's any check-ins for the OARS net. Any more check-ins for the OARS net, please call now, W0ZAC.
November 0, Mike Lima Papa, N0 MLP, Greenfield.
All right, I heard 2 more there. November 0, Mike Lima Papa. Marvin, how are you?
Oh, doing pretty good tonight. Got an air conditioner installed in the shack last night, so that's made it a little bit nicer in here. I think we took the temps down from about 120 to about 83, so at least it's bearable in here. But repeater's a little scratchy for me, but down here in this bottom, I kind of expect it. So just glad I can even get into it. But just glad to hear everybody on there, and appreciate you running the net. And I think that's about all I've got.
All righty, Marvin, thanks for checking in tonight. Yeah, not the clearest copy on your signal either, but it was intelligible. We could make out every word. So Thanks for checking in tonight. Great to hear you, and hope we hear you again next Tuesday at 7. With that, we'll move on down the list. I heard one more there. I believe it was KA0 SPM. Steve, was that you?
Yep, it is, and I hope I'm making it. It's a little bit of a struggle up here.
All right, Steve. Well, thanks for checking in. You are making it, just barely. We can make you out, but again, not the clearest signal we've heard tonight. How's your day going?
Well, I'm going to try this and see if that works any better. It was a toasty day, but was productive. I actually got some fried zucchini made up for our supper tonight.
Yes, that is a much better signal. And what time is dinner? I could sure go for some fried zucchini.
Well, it was about 5:30, and unfortunately, it's gone. Somebody just ate it all. I imagine if there was others here, they would have ate it all too, because it was pretty good.
Oh, I'm sure it was. You can't go wrong with fried zucchini, or fried mushrooms, or okra. Any of the three. That's all good stuff. Well, Steve, thanks for checking in. You got anything else for the net tonight?
No, that's it. You're doing a great job, Zach. Thanks for running the net in 73 KA0 SPM.
Alrighty, Steve. Well, thanks for checking in tonight. Pleasure to have you, and hope we hear you again next Tuesday night at 7. We'll ask one more time, are there any additional calls for the OARS net? Please call now, W0ZAC. Okay, last call, last call. Any additional calls for the OARS net? Please call now. Whiskey 0 Zulu Alpha Charlie. Okay, I think we'll call that the net, guys. Tonight we had a total of 13 check-ins, including myself, which I believe is the new record for the OARS net, at least in recent history. So thanks so much to everyone for checking in this evening. Our next net will be next Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here on 146.97. Good evening to all, and have a safe week. Try to stay out the heat the best you can. It's going to be hot. This net is now closed at 7:28 local time. I'll now return this repeater to regular amateur use. 73, Whiskey 0 Zulu Alpha Charlie. Clear.
Whiskey 0 W0ZAC KA0, copy.
Yeah, Bob.
You got anything up for sideband, 8 o'clock net tonight?
Negative. My horizontal is still down until I improve my tower situation. I don't have anything to mount it on.
Okay. Well, I just wondered. I haven't heard anything from Rick tonight. What they're going to have? Didn't get no email. Normally sends email that we're going to have, and I ain't got one they don't have it. So I'm pointed that way. We're going to see. 144-250 in case anybody's interested. 8 o'clock. KA0M. Catch you later.
Thanks for the update there, Bob. Yeah, I had my horizontal loop up for, I don't know, 3 weeks probably before things blew up on me here. And of course, the weeks that I had it up, the net wasn't happening, so still have not been able to check in.
Okay. Yeah, I see your picture on the 5.9 radio there, all dressed up in that work duds, I guess it is, all hair slicked back. Don't look like you.
My professional attire, Bob. Very seldom do I get out a jacket, but that was the only photo I had available, like quickly and easily, that I could get over to Wes. So maybe we'll swap that out next time.
Well, back to where Zach, I know. All right, catch you later. Okay, good job. KA0.
All right, Bob. Have a good night. Enjoy the net, the sideband net, that is.